Hi, my name's Iona Slopko and this is my video for Unit 3C004. Hi Danielle, thanks for coming today. My name's Iona, I'm a people advisor here at Interlux Hotel Group and I'll be doing the interview with you today. So how are you today? You alright?
Hi, yeah, I'm really good, thank you. Slightly nervous, but overall I'm good and I'm really excited to learn more about the role that you've got.
Oh, that's good to hear. Oh, don't worry, I know interviews can be slightly nerve-wracking, but don't worry, this is just a bit of a conversation between us and it'll just help me learn a bit more about you and your experience, just in line with what we're looking for really. And then you'll have the chance at the end of the interview to ask me any questions as well. But yeah, before we start, have you had a nice morning? Have you been up to anything or?
I've just I dropped the little girl off at nursery and then I walked my dog before it started to rain and then got ready and here I am.
Oh, nice. Oh, well, I'm glad you found us all right. So I'll just let you know that this interview will be recorded for training purposes and all information will be stored in compliance with GDPR 2018 guidelines. Are you okay with the interview being recorded?
Yes, that's absolutely fine. Yeah.
Thank you. So during the interview, you might notice that I'm taking some notes. That's just so I don't miss any important information that you share with me. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Brill.
No problem.
So I'll just give you some background on Interlux Hotel Group and the food and beverage role. So Interlux, we're a multinational hotel chain with about 800 hotels in 25 different countries. So we have a mixture of hotels, some are on coastal resorts and some are in the city. So we have lots of different customers like holiday makers, business customers and sightseers as well. So there's lots going on in the world of Interlux. So the food and beverage assistant role is really key to our guests' experience. They also have really high expectations as well. So the role includes greeting guests, taking accurate orders, communicating dietary needs, preparing bills, keeping the dining area looking nice and tidy. So really every part of your shift will help us create a luxury seamless dining experience for our customers. And from the looks of your CV, I think you've definitely got some of the skills that we're looking for. So today's interview will be around 20 minutes. So I'll ask you some questions about your experience, including a few that focus on how you've handled situations in the past. So we use the STAR method. I don't know if you've heard of it before, but it's situation, task, action and result. So feel free to follow that when you're answering. And then afterwards, like I said earlier, if you've got any questions, you'll have the opportunity to ask me at the end. Does that sound good?
Yeah, that sounds really good to me and I'm also familiar with the STAR method.
Oh, brilliant. Oh, that's good. So yeah, before we start, just remember it's just a conversation, so take your time answering. If you need me to repeat anything or you want some time to think about an answer, just let me know and I'm really interested to learn more about your experience.
Brilliant.
So first of all, can you just tell me a bit about yourself and why you'd like to work in this food and beverage assistant role?
Yeah, sure. So I class myself as very customer focused and professional. I love working in a customer facing role and I try to exceed all expectations. The experience I've gained from my current role will enable me to carry out the duties required in this food and beverage role to a high standard. For example, I have experience in serving customers food and drinks, taking orders, taking payments via cash card and also over the phone. I know how to lay and clear tables, and not to mention I'm a quick learner as I can learn new menus very quickly.
That's great, thank you. So I can see you're currently working at Frederick's. Can you just talk me through what you do there?
Oh yes, certainly. So at Frederick's I'm currently a server, so I serve all the food and drinks, I take orders, I take payment, I lay and clear tables. And during my time at Frederick's, I've also obtained my food hygiene certificate, so I have a great understanding of all food hygiene. I've worked there for 2 years. I understand the importance of passing on allergy and intolerance information to the kitchen, and I'm also passionate about food waste.
Oh, that's great, thank you. So are you looking for a long-term career in this industry?
Yes, certainly. I have a passion for customer service and one day I really would love to manage my own team. I feel like I'd be a really great manager.
Oh, that's great. It's always good to have a goal, isn't it? Something to work towards.
Yeah.
So you mentioned that you've got a food hygiene certificate. Can you just tell me a bit about how you ensure cleanliness and hygiene in the workplace?
Yeah, sure. So I always follow all food safety guidelines. I wash my hands regularly, I keep my station clean throughout my shift. I also pay attention to things like cross-contamination and storing things correctly.
Great. And what would you do if you noticed one of your colleagues, they weren't following the hygiene rules? What would you do in that situation?
Well, I'd like to think that I'd feel comfortable enough to approach my colleague and tell them politely myself that they're not following hygiene rules properly. However, if I didn't feel like it was someone more senior than myself, I'd probably report it to my manager for them to approach.
Great, thank you. And are you comfortable working flexible hours, including weekends and holidays?
Yeah, so it's one of those in the food and beverage industry, often requires lots of flexibility. I'm available for evening and weekend shifts, and I can adjust my schedule as needed. That's what I do at the minute at Frederick, so more than happy.
Lovely, thank you. So working in a customer facing role means that customer service is really important. Can you tell me about a time where you went out of your way to make a customer feel special?
Yeah, just let me have a quick think.
Yeah, no problem.
There's been so many.
Yeah, they do. They all add up, don't they?
Yeah. So, when I've made a guest or customer feel special. Right, so one that jumps out is at my current role at Frederick's, a couple were in celebrating their 50th wedding anniversary. It was lovely.
Oh.
So I really wanted to make their evening memorable. I spoke to the kitchen and arranged for a dessert to be plated with happy anniversary in chocolate, and I offered them also a complimentary glass of Prosecco each, which went down really well. So as a result, they were really touched and left a glowing review mentioning me by name.
Oh, that's really nice. That's great. So also accuracy in this role here at Interlux is key, especially when it comes to taking orders and noting allergies. Can you tell me about a time where you paid close attention to detail and it made a difference?
Yeah, so I feel like this is really key in the food and beverage industry, especially with allergies. There was one time a family came in and one of their children actually had a nut allergy, quite a severe one, and they asked if the chocolate brownie contained nuts. So as I know the menu, I was able to provide an answer, and it was then important that I made sure the kitchen was aware and that the brownie was safe. So I double checked the allergy notes on the order, confirmed everything with the chef, and also just checked the ingredients list myself to be certain. The family were really thankful. They thanked me for being so thorough, and they've come back several times since, which is reassuring that they trust me and the restaurant, and just really great.
Oh, that's good that you double checked. And just out of interest, if you didn't know the answer there and then when the customer asked you, what would you have done in that situation?
So because you can't really wangle your way out of these things, you need to be sure. I'd have politely explained to the customer that I didn't know the answer off the top of my head. However, I would go and immediately check with the chef to be 100% sure, because like I said, it's important not to guess, and you need to provide them with the right answer.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, that's good to know. Thank you. So working in a food and beverage role, you're obviously going to be working closely with the kitchen team and other team members running food and on the bar. So can you tell me about a time where you worked as part of a team and it helped you get through a busy shift?
Oh gosh, I feel like all my shifts are busy. Let me think. The recent bank holiday.
Oh yeah, we were really busy
Yeah.
then as well.
So we were really short-staffed and very busy. There was a little bit of sickness, holidays, and obviously all the customers came flooding in. So we needed to keep service running smoothly despite all the added pressure. So I helped run food to the other sections and clear tables, which were beyond my area, so not something we'd usually do. But as a team, we communicated constantly throughout the shift to cover for each other. So it turned out to be actually fine. We managed the service without any complaints, and our supervisor actually praised us in the team staff meeting the next day, which was great.
Oh, that's nice. Nice to be recognised like that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Lovely. So can you tell me about a time where you've dealt with a difficult customer? How did you handle that situation and what was the outcome?
Oh, difficult customers, I don't mind dealing with them, but they're not ones to look forward to, are they?
Yeah, sometimes it can be really hard, can't it?
So, in my current role, we had a large birthday in celebrating, a large table in celebrating a special birthday. And one of the party actually complained to me because the steak wasn't cooked the way they'd requested. They were really quite angry about it all, especially as the rest of the table had started eating, so it was understandable. So I really needed to ensure the customer felt heard and respected and resolve the issue quickly without disrupting the rest of the service. I remained calm, I apologised, I listened to their complaint without interrupting, and I reassured them we'd resolve this immediately. So what I did then was inform the kitchen and personally ensured a new steak was prepared to their request, and whilst they waited I offered a complimentary drink and checked in regularly to update them, which went down well, I think, especially the drink. So the guests appreciate the quick response and thanked me for handling it professionally. At the end of the meal they complimented the service and said they would return, which I was relieved about. My manager also acknowledged how I kept the situation under control, and it obviously could have gone a whole different way and we wouldn't have had them returning if we hadn't have put it right, so I was pretty happy with myself.
Yeah, that sounds good. It sounds like you did the right thing and the customer was happy, thank you. So I think you mentioned earlier that you can pick new menus up quickly. That's really impressive because I know I can. So could you tell me about a time where you had to learn something new in your role and how you managed that?
Oh yeah, so I'll stick to the menus. That's what I'm good at. So we recently switched to a new seasonal menu. I needed to learn all the dishes, like the ingredients and all the allergen information as quickly as I could. It's really important and they like us to know it off the top of our head if we can. So I thought, I'll take a copy home. I created some flashcards, which I like doing, and I asked the kitchen to explain the key ingredients to me. So within literally 2 days I was confident with the menus and I could answer customer questions without any hesitation.
Wow, that's really good. So obviously, as you know, like where we live, it can be really busy in the summer holidays and on the weekends. So sometimes here at Interlux, there can be a lot of pressure for the team, especially when it's a hot day and things like that. Can you tell me about a time where you've had to work under pressure and how you helped manage that and cope?
Yeah, so recently, well actually it wasn't that recently, it was a few months ago now, so our pot washer was off sick and there was quite a few staff on holiday again and whatnot. So I actually, as well as doing my own role of running the food out, laying the tables, taking payments and everything, I was actually in pot washing as well, and it was over a weekend.
Oh.
So I was really feeling the pressure. Even though it's not the most challenging of jobs, it was just the pressure of knowing that things needed to be done outside.
Yeah.
And also, I didn't know where all the things live in the kitchen properly, because that's not my day-to-day role. So, yeah, that was the situation. The task was I needed to get on with being the pot washer, so I did it. As a result, maybe service wasn't as smoothly as it always goes, but we got it done.
Yeah.
Customers outside didn't know any different. So.
Yeah, and the plates were all clean.
The plates were all clean, so it was fine.
Oh, that's good. That's really good. And do you work well in a team, or do you prefer taking orders on your own on the till?
Do you know, I like a bit of both. Like I can work independently, and I'm happy to do so. But I enjoy being around people, and I like teamwork.
Yeah. Oh, that's great.
Yeah. So if I had to choose, I'd say teamwork. And
Yeah.
I like all like the socials that we have outside work and things like that.
Yeah.
It's good.
That's nice. Yeah, it's good to get on with your team, isn't it?
It is. It is.
Things like that. Lovely. Thank you. Yeah, I can do that for 5 minutes. I'm going to have to cut those so that it's on. That's great. So thanks, Danielle. That's all my questions for now.
Thank you.
And thanks so much for sharing your experiences with me. So before we wrap up today, is there anything you'd like to ask me about the role or Interlux Hotel Group? Or
You've covered quite a lot. I think I do. Yeah, how big is the team that if I got the role that I'd be working with?
Yeah, so we're quite a big team for the size of our restaurant in this hotel. So there's 20 of us all together. I think that's including the kitchen team as well, so the chefs as well. So there's about 20, I'd say. But they're a great team. They all get on really well and do socialise outside of work as well sometimes, which is nice.
Oh.
How big's your team at Fredericks? Is it quite a small one or?
There's about 12 of us,
12.
so a little bit smaller, but it's probably
nice.
a smaller place as well.
Yeah.
So, and does everyone tend to stick to their own areas, or do you do a bit of everything?
We tend to rotate it so that everybody gets a different taste, because I think there's some areas that are mainly for like families, some are for like people with dogs. We allow dogs in our restaurant, but we do keep them separate to like everybody else, because you know some people can be a bit funny about that. So yeah, we tend to switch it up so that everybody gets a taste for each area, kind of. So yeah, it can be quite nice. Do you do that at your current job, or?
We do, but I feel like it'd be better to mix it up more, so this sounds appealing. Would there be bar work, or are you literally just like out the front doing the tables and
serving? No, there's some bar work as well, being on the till, serving the drinks, so that's always good to have a bit of a mixture. You're not always running food and taking orders, so yeah, it's a bit of a mixture.
Good. And do you know if your menus change often, or?
Yeah, we change our menus every season. So it sounds like quite a lot, but it's also really good because you get to sample the new menu.
Nice.
So you get to try everything as well before the customers do, so it's really nice.
And do the team get any input of the menus, or is it solely down to the chefs?
They do with the specials. Sometimes when the chefs do a specials board, they'll ask the team for like inspiration and ideas. So that's always nice to get everybody involved. And it's great to taste your own creation as well, which is really good. But yeah, have you ever helped design a menu or anything like that?
Yeah, I do it quite often at Fredericks. I really enjoy it.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah, like some people don't like doing it, but I really enjoy it and having that input.
Oh, that's good. It's good to have new ideas. Yeah. Lovely, that's great. Do you have any more questions for me, or?
No, I think we've covered everything.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. I'll just ask you as well before we go. Have you got any holidays coming up?
Yeah, I've got a couple actually. I'm going away for a week from the 20th of October.
Yeah.
And then I'm actually just away for a few days, just locally, but it's one of my sister's birthdays on the 9th of November, so
that'd be nice.
Then as well.
Lovely, thank you. Are you going anywhere nice in October?
Not sure yet. Maybe Greece, maybe Gran Canaria. We're just still deciding.
Hot.
Yeah, it's a family trip, so a lot of people having their input, how to get it booked.
Yeah, that can be a challenge, can't it? Oh, that's great, thank you. So I'm just a bit on the next steps for you. So I'm still interviewing. I think I finish at the end of this week.
Yeah.
So I'll be in touch with you on Friday. I'll let you know the outcome, and if you're successful, we'll invite you in to do like a trial shift, so you can get a feel for the role and meet some of the team, and I think you can also sample some of the menu as well.
Nice.
Which is always exciting. So yeah, thanks again. Thanks for popping in today. It's been great hearing about your experience, and I really appreciate your time and interest in joining us.
Thank you. It's great to meet you too. And just to check, you let me know either way whether I'm successful or unsuccessful.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Either way, I'll give you some feedback either way, which is great. But thanks for checking with me. And you've got my email, haven't you?
I have got your email. So if I think of anything I need to ask you, I'll get an email to you.
Lovely. Oh, that's great. Thank you.
Thanks, Iona.
Bye.